When it begins to rain in Svaneti, people know the winter is just around the corner. Chopping firewood is one of the essential jobs before winter sets.
Today I have to help my cousin. The axe has to be really sharp to make the job easier. We want to chop another 10 cubic meters of wood, which is about 10 sled loads.
Gia Niziradze has been married to Nani for 11 years. She comes from a neighboring village. The Niziradze are one of the most respectable families in Ushguli.
We must be finished before the rain gets stronger. Hurry up.
It seems that the invention of the wheel has still not reached this area in the central Caucasus. Just as thousands of years before, Svans transport heavy loads by means of traditional ox-drawn sleds across the rough terrain. Vegetation grows sparsely on the steep slopes of the mountain range. At the tree line, there are no more conifers, only birch trees.
We try to fell as little timber as possible, but we need the firewood. Who knows what the future will bring? Proverb of us says, "Preserve the forest and think of your children when you cut down a tree. This is a father's duty."
The people in the mountain villages of Svaneti live almost exclusively from agriculture. Their work has remained unchanged for centuries. While the men are out in the forest or in the fields, women see to the livestock and the household. To live in Ushguli, one must be prepared to sacrifice a lot of things and work hard. At least 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that includes all family members. Ancient Greek historians and geographers mention the Svans and describe them as a tribe of warriors. Svans have always resisted slavery and fought against foreign suppressors. The stone towers from the 11th and 12th centuries bear witness to this. In times of war or long-lasting blood feuds, these towers offered a family protection from their enemies. An extended family could barricade itself inside a tower for months. Even today, nearly every house in the village has its own old tower, but nowadays they serve a different purpose.
Here are our food supplies for the winter. Stewed fruit, aubergines, carrots, and peppers. And here is the meat, dried and cured for the winter. The cheese is kept in barrels in brine. The salt water preserves it for the whole winter. The salt is in this sack. It makes the cheese go hard.
Whatever supplies are superfluous to the family's needs are sold on the markets in the nearby villages, especially the cheese. Svanetian cheese is considered a delicacy well beyond Georgia's borders. It's made by hand from fresh cow's milk, following a traditional recipe without any additives. The men return from cutting down trees. A Svan proverb says, if a family doesn't have enough good wood for the fire, the man is a disgrace to his family. Therefore, the two men see to it that they bring enough wood home. All heating and cooking in the winter is done with wood. There is a power line up to the mountains, but electricity is often cut off. So having sufficient firewood for the winter is vital. Wood is also needed for distilling schnapps. Svans like their alcohol. So as not to be left without in the winter, they dissolve old bread in water and ferment it by adding yeast. The brew is then distilled. Traditionally, Svans must have enough schnapps in the house not only for themselves, but also for guests and for the deceased.
We're not done with the winter preparations yet. We have the hay, but we need wood from the forest. I must take the potatoes to the market to sell. With the money from the potatoes, we can buy other supplies for the winter.
The drinking of alcohol in Svaneti follows some set rules. One of them is toasting.
To Georgia, to a good future for our country, to our family, our people and our land, peace for the country and the whole world, and may our country always be victorious. To Georgia, our blessed country, I wish that the future brings joy, and that it always remains united. I wish our people happiness and all the best for us.
The new brew seems tasty, but will it be enough to last the winter? For Nani Nisaradze at home, it's time to make breakfast for her 5 children. The standing of a Svan family is connected with the number of children it has, especially male ones.
Children are the most important thing in life. They are both a challenge and a huge responsibility. I live for my children. Not long ago, I was in Mestia, the provincial capital, and saw that progress is finding its way in. I hope that the situation will soon change here in Ushkuli too, and that my children will live in better conditions than I have. That they will have better life than we did.